Hello, guys. Welcome back to another episode. There is a message that I want to share with you guys, and this message it reads like this. Hello, my brother. How are you? Can you please post my story as hidden identity? My brother, my story it goes on like this. I want to confess that I used to date a lot of rich ladies, and by dating these rich ladies, I was acting as if I was a hunter. I was hunting down these rich ladies, and I knew, let's say, if I will be walking in a mall, I knew how to find a desperate rich lady just by looking at them. There is a way that they walk, and there is a way that they act, and there is a way that they look at a man if they are desperate. And after looking at them and after following them several times whilst they will be shopping around, I would then attack my target. But when I started doing this, it was because I had been married several times to this, these poor African ladies. Usually when a woman, especially if it is a black woman, if she is poor, when she is dating a man, the first thing that comes to her mind, she thinks that once she gets married to you, then you are going to end her poverty and you are going to end her mother's and her father's poverty. That is the thinking of these poor black women. After I had gotten married several times to the poor women, I then reached a point in my life whereby I told myself that is enough. I do not want to have anything to do with these poor ladies. I then started searching for your sugar mamas, those ones that have money, and I started targeting especially the elderly, the ones that were older but still sexually active. Those were the ones that I started targeting. So I used to find them online. In those days, we can say that was when Facebook started. So I would search for those women, and when I would look for any woman, the first thing that I would do is I would look at her profile and I would make sure that her age is at least above 50. Usually, if it was above 55, I knew that it was going to be an easy target. If someone is above 55 and if she is in some Facebook groups, I will know that this one is an easy target, and I'll start sending a lot of pictures to that woman, and after that we can start communicating. There was a way that I used to approach these ladies, and after the lady would have responded, I would quickly act, and on the day that we were going to meet each other, usually I would try as much as I could to drink some African herbs. I would even take those blue pills, and I used to do a lot of casual exercises so that I can be able to perform in bed, because they say that the first impression makes a lasting impression. So I will go there and I will make sure that I would work her in bed so much that she would never forget me. And these old ladies, once they have found a man that is able to work them a lot in bed, they would never want to be separated from you. And as for money, they will give you a lot of money because they are old anyway, so they don't need the money anymore. And I knew how to seduce these ladies so that they can assist me in life. Yes, there are a couple of ladies whereby after giving them my business proposal, they managed to give me some finances so that I can start up my small business. And in that small business, my brother, I laugh a lot because now that I am a little bit successful in my small business, a lot of ladies that I propose love to, especially the young ones, when they look at me and when they look at the car that I drive, usually they fall in love quickly, but I just laugh at them because I do not need them at all. What am I going to use a young lady that doesn't have any income? I am just someone who just date these women so that I can just have fun. But particularly, my main target is that I am after these rich ladies whereby the husband is not able to provide all of the sexual needs. After I had graduated from dating all of these older ladies. I then started attacking the younger ladies that are married to rich guys. But those ones, they are very tricky. The reason why they are very tricky, it is because they are always suspicious of everyone. They know that there is a higher possibility of them losing out, because usually some of them that enter into these marriages, they are more like trophy wives. Usually these men that get married to them, they know that these are slay queens and they are after the money. So usually these slay queens in their past life, they are people whereby they would have gotten a lot of men, sleeping with a lot of men, so they have a lot of experience. And when they get married to these rich guys, they will be having an upbringing whereby they are just soft boys and they don't know how to perform in bed. So when they are walking around, usually these rich ladies, they will be looking around, and particularly if you have eye contact with them, if you see them having that eye contact whereby they maintain it for more than 5 seconds, you have to know that this woman particularly, she is hungry for a man. But if you just approach her, using the wrong way, then she is not going to respond to you, because she will know that you are after her money. So there is a way that I learned whereby when you approach her, you also act as if you do not care for her. You are someone who is loaded, but slowly but surely you will start to reveal your true self to her. And once she sees that you are below her class, she will think that she has gotten her own toy, and you have to continue pretending as if she is using you. This is my style. When I am dating these young rich ladies, I pretend as if I am a fool. If she insults me, I can even get down on my knees and I'll start begging for her love as if I am very desperate. But I know that at the end of the day, I am the one that is going to benefit. And if you are dating these rich ladies, one thing that you should never do is that never ask her for money, never ask her for anything. In fact, when you go out with her, even she takes you to a very expensive restaurant. Yes, I used to do this. I would go there knowing that if I use my card, that is the last money that is in my bank account, and I will go broke. She would take me to a restaurant that is very expensive. Painful as it is, you have to make sure that when it comes time to pay the bills, usually they would try to pay the bills, but they will not be paying the bills. They are just testing you out before they start giving you money. What you need to do is that you have to act as if you are her Prince Charming that is here to save her. You have to take out your own bank card and pay for the bills, as painful as it is. I still remember this other trip whereby I went out with this other young rich woman who was sexually starved. Once we had gone to this other very expensive restaurant, and I can tell you that even up until today, that type of a restaurant, when I look at it, I run away, because I know that the restaurant, it is very fast. I only go to that restaurant if I am having like a rich blesser woman that I want to impress, but it is very expensive. When I went there and I had looked at the menu previously, and I saw that this restaurant is very expensive, I could only pour about 2 liters of petrol in my car. And as I was driving with her in my car, I had my fingers crossed and I kept on saying, please God, do not let this car switch off, because if it is going to switch off, this lady is going to see that this one is just a poor man trying to fake it until he makes it. Finally, we arrived at that restaurant, and as I was paying the bills after we had enjoyed ourselves, I was sweating, my brother, because I knew how much money I was going to pay. After I had paid the bills, I just let out a fake smile when she was holding my hand as we were sitting across the table. She was holding my hand because she was impressed. The bill that I paid, my brother, I can even say that a man who has a regular job can even work for about 3 months for him to pay that bill that I paid on that single month. But finally, my hard work paid off, because after that, she then started pumping out money. She started pumping out money. But usually, these rich girls, they do not want to date a single guy for a very long time, because they do not want that attachment. Usually, these rich girls, they do not want to date a guy for a very long time. Usually, what they do is that after sleeping with you, then they try to move on to the next target. They are always playing hard to get, and after you have slept with them, then they will quickly dump you, and they will just dump you out of their life, because they are afraid of you coming to blackmail them, and they want to protect their marriage at all costs. There is a story that I want to tell you. I once met this other woman. This woman, my brother, she was really old, very old. At that time when I started dating her, she was 65 years old. This woman, she claimed to have had 6 children, but all of her children, they passed away. Even up until today, when I think about this story, I don't even know if this woman was into rituals or what, because how can you have 6 of your children pass away, and these children of hers, they never left for her any grandchildren? They all died without having children. Yes, I know that out there naturally there are people that can't have children, but how is it even possible that you have 6 children, and all of your kids up to the time that they die, they didn't even have any children at all? So that story, my brother, even up until today, it still confuses me a lot. And this woman, there were some strange things that she used to do to me, usually whenever I would be with her, making love to her each and every time. When she would feel that I am about to produce, she will say that pull out, pull out. Then she will start to give me a BJ until I would have produced. And after producing, that is when she would start to swallow all of the semen. So, yes, I know that there are some women that love doing this, but I just want to ask the ladies out there. I know that I am a professional when it comes to handling women, but that woman, I never got the opportunity to understand her. I tried to investigate her, but I never got that opportunity to fully understand her behavior. Is it normal? I am asking this question to the ladies, that each and every time that you have intercourse with your husband or your partner, you do not want your partner to, like what they say, to come inside of you. You want your partner to release his semen into your mouth. I am talking about each and every day. If on a night, if you are going to do something like 4 rounds, each and every 4 rounds, he produces inside your mouth. Is it a normal thing to do, or is it not a normal thing to do? Because ever since I dated that woman, she made sure that I never produced inside of her. I never got that opportunity. I always produced inside her mouth. Even the first day, she told me that this is what we were going to do. So I thought that maybe she was joking, but each and every time she was always conscious. If she saw that I was enjoying too much, she would say, get out of me, and she would start to give me that BJ until I would have produced, and she would swallow everything. Everything, I mean everything, my brother. So that is the other story that confuses me. But I am still in this game. At my age, I don't think that I am ready to quit, because it just gave me great joy knowing that I am dating someone who is very wealthy. Like her husband is way, way wealthy than I am. It is like giving me sort of like control over these rich bastards. Oh, that is a confession that I received. Then I had to share with you. I was trying to correct some mistakes here and there as I was reading, but I hope that you managed to understand this confession. He was saying that this is his way of controlling rich bastards. Yo.